Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back, and for anyone who celebrates it, happy St. Valentine's Day. So, I was scheduled to lift yesterday. However, while I was slowly getting ready to go to the gym, I realized there were some things around the apartment, including laundry, that had been put off for quite a while. So, I knew deep down that if I had gone to the gym and lifted, they weren't going to get done more than likely. And so instead of lifting, I stayed home and just got those things done. I feel a lot better about getting them done, especially laundry. I really needed to do that, so it was okay. It was all fine. I didn't feel bad about it. It's just, I knew I was scheduled to lift, but I figured, okay, I really need to get some stuff done. Let's lift the next day. So here we are, and I was feeling pretty good. It was a good workout. So what I did was I started off with a warm-up on the Crossramp. I wasn't sure which cardio equipment I was going to use, and it's really cold out, so I had to make sure I did something. And I decided to go with the Crossramp. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the usual, just a half mile, 6 minutes, 34 seconds. And then I went over to the squat rack. So for warm-ups, I did something just a tad bit different. Instead of starting off with 135, I just wanted to make sure that everything was going to go well, and I started off with a set of 8 with 95 pounds, then a set of 6 with 135, and then a set of 4 with 185. They all felt good, they all felt fine, and so I went directly to my working weight, 245 for the 10x3, 90 seconds of rest in between sets, and these felt just like they should. So it's back to normal. I'm back to a good depth, a comfortable depth, and also just feeling good, especially at the bottom of the squat. Last time, the lower back was not happy, and so getting to the bottom was not the greatest of experiences. So this time around, I'm able to get pretty much right down to the whole of the squat. No issues. I put in some pauses just for fun, just because I was happy to be back on track. And squats were good. I was actually pretty happy about that. I wasn't 100% sure how they were going to go, but since the lower back feels great again, they went just fine. So nothing special here. Really nothing out of the ordinary in terms of how I squat, but I just am happy to be back on track. So good reps, good sets, good stuff. And for accessories, I did two, but the second one a little bit less conventional, and I'll get to that when I start deadlifting. But I went to a barbell lunge, and I used to love doing barbell lunges. Primarily for me, I usually go to a reverse lunge. One, just because I like the posterior activation from doing a reverse lunge as opposed to a forward lunge or a front lunge. And the plan was to do a reverse lunge. I was kind of getting ready for it and getting warmed up for it, and I was pretty dead set on it. Not even kidding. As soon as the bar was on my back and I was getting ready to take the first step, I changed to a forward lunge. The reason why is because I don't normally do weighted forward lunges. Nothing wrong with the exercise. It's a great exercise, especially thinking more of an anterior mindset, going more towards the quads as opposed to the hamstrings. But it's been so long, and I've been doing such an interesting job with returning to old exercises that I used to do a lot and frequently, that I thought, well, when was the last time I did a forward lunge? Even body weight, let alone a weighted version. And I couldn't think of which year it was. So that probably told me, why not just go with the forward lunge? Just go for it. Just do it. It would sort of be the unilateral equivalent of what I was thinking about, which was a front squat. And I just didn't feel like going into the front rack position and doing front squats, especially since the Olympic program had me doing them so much. So I opted for the alternating forward lunge or front lunge, and I kept it pretty basic. I just had 135 pounds on the back and did a 3x8. And trust me, by the end of the third set, I was feeling pretty good. So I'm glad I didn't go heavy. There would have been no reason to, no need to after squatting and deadlifting. So with the lunge, it's nice to put in a unilateral movement in, especially a weighted one, and it was fun. It was fun. I'll probably do a reverse lunge next time, but it was kind of cool to switch to the forward lunge since, I don't know, maybe 2016. I don't think I did it in 2017. I know I did a reverse lunge in 2017 and maybe 2018, but forward lunge, a weighted forward lunge, it's been a long time. I show clients the forward lunge with dumbbells a lot, almost all the time, but for me and my own programming, I don't know. Oh, and by the way, that third set was elongated, and you saw pretty much everything till the end, because I didn't even notice that the woman in the background, I think it was in rep 3, just stopped and stared. Like, maybe she recognized the Geek Squad t-shirt, I don't know. But I'm not lifting heavy, it's 340, so I don't know if that's impressive to her, and if so, awesome. But I get more of the feeling that she recognized the Geek Squad shirt, and I didn't even know that until I was editing and just saw like the dead stare. I just had to put that into the video. It was too funny. Now, speaking of deadlifts, for warm-ups, what I did was 225 for 5, so same as always. 225 for 5, 275 for 4, a triple with 315, so I did put that in again, and then working sets with 340, as I said, 10 by 3, 90 seconds of rest in between sets, and very comfortable, very easy. It didn't really feel like I was trying much at all, so that's a good sign. I'm back to where I was, so the last squat and deadlift day was a bit of a one-off, just because the lower back, maybe just sleeping in a weird position, wasn't very pleased with me, so this time around I'm just right back to where I used to be, and it felt good. It felt really, really good, actually. Now, for the second accessory, I was kind of circling the gym after deadlifts, after lunges, and I really didn't want to do a strength mover. I thought about the leg press, but I really didn't want to do that. I thought about a goblet squat. Really didn't want to do that either. So I figured, okay, let's go to the Stairclimber, and instead of thinking like, oh, let's do like a few sets, it was getting late in the day anyways, and so let's just do one big long time on the Stairclimber. Nothing crazy, of course, nothing too much, but let's just let's get to a decent amount of flights. And what I did was 51 flights in 16 minutes and 42 seconds at a speed level of 5, and that was the workout. So hope y'all are doing well. Here comes a new week. Let's get ready for it, and remember, adopt, don't chop.